Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As you already know, this is your US General 5-drawer tool cart with side tray and deep compartment. Today is Thursday. As you can see, as I have over there on the chair, just received a package. Unfortunately, this is going to be one of my last tool reviews for quite some time. Just yesterday, I was informed of some information, but I never mentioned it in the videos that I put out yesterday. Okay, unfortunately, the company that I work for, they made an overnight decision as far as ceasing all their business operations. The company that I work for is basically a branch of an umbrella of companies. Okay, so unfortunately, I'm gonna be, looking for work in the next possible 2 to 3 months that we still basically have here with this particular shop. Okay, so as far as the tool reviews is concerned, this will be one of the last reviews that I put up for quite some time until I get set up in a different shop. So therefore, as you can see, it was always a good thing for me not to actually have went and purchased the big storage that I technically needed, to hold most of the majority of the equipment that I have, because at some particular point in time, I knew that this was coming. So therefore, that's why in the beginning, in some of my most recent videos that I had put out, that's why I actually purchased 2 carts instead of actually getting a full length storage for most of the majority of the equipment that I had obtained in the beginning, due to the fact of if I needed to move around, it's more or less convenient basically for me to have the carts than the long heavy storage, compact with so many tools. Okay, so as you can see right there on the chair, like I said, I did receive some. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get my box cutters out, and we get into that box for a second, and we're gonna give you a little review of that real quick. Okay, as you can see, this was a purchase that was basically made off of eBay. Okay, technically I do know what the item is. It was an item that I already possessed. Unfortunately, I had lent it out, and the individual I lent it out to actually made a mistake and left it in somebody's flatbed, and customer never returned the item. So basically, the gentleman I lent the item to, he was willing to pay for the new one. Okay, which you can see it was basically just shipped to me. Okay, so I'm gonna get that out real quick. Okay. Okay, the item that you're basically taking a look at is a pickle fork right here. As you can see, this is a snap-on, okay, made in the USA, part number A200. Okay, it did come in fairly reasonable condition, basically for the price that I paid. Like I said, this was an eBay purchase. There technically was no need for me to basically get this and obtain this from off the truck. When it comes to these items, sometimes less than likely some people don't use them anymore. I actually still do use this quite often. So this was the need for me to obtain another one, okay, as a replacement to the one that the gentleman, he lost, whatever the case might be. Okay, so that's pretty much that. Like I said, most technicians and most mechanics, they know what a pickle fork is. And for the viewers out there who basically do not understand or do not know basically what you're looking at, this is a tool that's basically used in suspension work. Okay. Alright, so basically what I'm going to do in this particular video right here, since this will be my last tool review that I will be throwing up for quite some time. I'm not saying that I'm not coming back, because I am coming back. It's just for, to find a different location of work come time our time expires here in this facility and I'm set up in a different area. That's when I'll start putting back out the tool reviews. But for right now, I'll give you a little walkthrough of what is here in the cart at the moment. Like I always state, and as you always see in other particular videos, as you know, in the shop, I do actually have a lot of equipment that you're not seeing um, inside shop, but I do have a lot of equipment here that's stored in the back. But for right now, I'll just give you a little brief walkthrough so that you can see how things are mainly more set up. I'm not going to go through each item or anything like that, because I have plenty of videos that's covering basically most of the majority of these items that's in his cart. So if you're interested, you can go back to some previous videos that I may have put out in the past. Okay, just to give you a fair's eye view. So that you see, I basically have a lot that's back there that you technically can't see, but I'm not about to pull all that stuff out at the prior moment. Okay. As you can see, I have sockets and stuff like all over the place. Okay. This set right here is a set of Mako. These are Mako 3/8 drive shallow impacts right here. Okay. And over here, a lot of times you never really get an opportunity to see, but this is my electrical and diagnostic scan and drawer right here. Okay, I have a lot of different scan tools that are in new boxes and stuff on this side, and multimeter and test lights and stuff up underneath. Like this pack, as you can see, there's other impact sockets and so on and so forth in that drawer. Okay, so yeah, like I said, as soon as I get set up and get relocated in another area, then I'll start throwing them back out. But until then, I'm gonna check you later. Peace.